let's go ahead and get started. But right before we go in, because last time I was mentioning that we're going to go in and do the superclass thing, which is called the Trial of Ascendancy, we're actually going to go back to Act 1 to pick up one thing that's going to make this a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to Act 1. There's also a waypoint here, and you can always just TP here by clicking on this little Aspirant's Plaza thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to Act 1, and we're going to get something called Steel Skin. What this is going to do is be able to remove bleed from our character, but also it will be able to give us some extra damage reduction. So I'll show you guys how it works. So we need a red socket. Let me see if I can find an area here. Oh, we don't really have too many extra red slots. Okay, good. We got one right there. If we don't have red slots, we can add chromatic orbs. We can throw jeweler's orbs. There's lots of different ways that we can acquire a bonus here. Now we could also look at upgrading our armor. And the reason why upgrading our armor is really important for this next thing that we're going to be doing is this boss hits really hard for physical damage. And that's really key that we lock in and get something that is good against physical damage. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to item category. We're going to go to body armor. We're going to state that we are level 35 over here. So we're going to go to level 35. So we're going to go to requirements. Level 35 is max. I'm going to put Orb of Alchemy because that's all I have. I don't have Chaos Orbs. I wish I did. I have 3 currently right now, and I just want to have the armor that has the highest amount of armor. So I'm going to put armor and just put in like 100 here. It's obviously going to have way more, but I just want to click where it says armor, and it's going to sort it by armor. Okay, so this one over here is 2 Orb of Alchemies, but it's one of those instant trades. And as much as I want that, I don't think I have that gold. I'm like really close to that amount of gold. But unfortunately, you can't just like sell things for gold over here. Like if I sell this item, you'll see that it sells for like currency. It's not that easy to just get gold in the game. So you can just play to get gold, but this is actually a huge upgrade. But this one's not too bad. I mean, it's 700 and it has... wait, this is 800. Oh, wait, what? Why is this? Oh, it's because this one isn't qualityed up. So the reason why this one shows up as higher armor is because if we qualityed it up, it would be higher. But this one's actually higher. Oh, that's perfect. And it's 900, so we can afford it. And it's 802 right now. And then this one gives us some extra fire resistance, so cool. But we're going to go pick up this armor. And the reason why I wanted this is because the next thing that we're going to do... Oh, we know what? This one's got 1 less red gem socket, so that kind of sucks. But we can use, let's say, Jeweler's Orb to hopefully get more. Oh, we got 1. It randomizes it from 1 to 6. And we got 4. Okay, now we're kind of cooking over here. So we can socket these in. In fact, if we did get a green, we could do the Leap Slam and then also link it. Let me try something. So I just need to get 1 green. Oh, perfect. Wow. So we're going to put the Herald of Ash there. And see how these are linked? We're going to put that faster attacks in here. And the faster attacks will now work with our Leap Slam. And now we're getting way more armor. Oh, you know what? What does it require? Did this give us strength? Oh, now we're in a situation where, is it Leap Slam? Or is it Herald of Ash? Oh, it's the armor itself that we can't run because we need 4 more strength. So unfortunately, we still can't run that. So that's kind of unlucky. But sometimes that's what happens in the game. So let's go and continue. I can also just leave the hideout. But we're going to go from their hideout into the Aspirant's Plaza. But this is essentially where it starts. But just the most important thing is to pick up Steel Skin. So how it works, you used to be able to put it on left click, but then they nerfed that for some reason. I don't know why they nerfed it. Because you used to be able to just use it on your left click. But now we have to activate it. So whenever we would think that we would take damage, we're just going to activate Steel Skin. You can just pretty much push it whenever you want. So it lasts for 1.5 seconds, and 70% of the damage you take is going to be taken from this Steel Skin. So it can take up to 376 damage, which is pretty good. And it also removes bleed. But we're going to go ahead and go on in, and then we're going to try to get some strength. So I'm sure we can get strength pretty easy with this class. There should be some strength nodes like everywhere as we progress into the tree. There's got to be something that gives us strength. Like this is okay. We'll get the 5 strength here, and then later we can unspec out of it. Or, well, actually, both of these directions, unfortunately, don't give us strength. But eventually what we're going to do is get crit as well. But it is going to require 2 points in order to finally get that strength. Which I don't know if we'll hit during this run. We might actually hit it, so let's go ahead and go on in. But yeah, right now we're going to be getting our super class. Now, one thing to note with this is that when we are getting our super class, we cannot exit this area. This area, if you die, you gotta go all the way back from the start. And there is a website where you can look at the lab layout. But I would suggest just go on in. You can kind of learn how the lab works. But basically, there's going to be a bunch of traps in the area. There may be some sort of secrets in the area as well. Sweet, we leveled up. So the instant fasting that we can get, that will give us some damage too. And then will also enable us to access this. Like I said, we're going to put that Leap Slam with that faster attack support. And then we're going to put Herald of Ash back in here. And then now I no longer need this. And the difference in defense over here comes down to looking at this number over here. So we have 72% damage reduction versus 59. That's a nice little upgrade there. And whenever you swap items, you may need to reset your auras. But you hope they add WASD soonish. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen in PoE 1. I mean, it would be a nice quality of life thing. It's either that or you can use a controller. You could make WASD move and click in up, down, left, right, but it would probably feel pretty bad. I've done a lot of crazy things with using programs to like remap things with controller just for fun. What class is this? Right now we are the Scion. This is the newest class that came out for PoE 1. However, there's a new class ascendancy that we're going to be getting pretty much right now, man. It's called the Reliquarian. So you'll see it very soon. So we're going to get this craft recipe. Okay, this boss is very important that you pay attention to its slam attacks. The slam attack can one-shot you, and then you got to reset the whole thing. But the first trial of Sensei, it's like, if it's no big deal if you die in the first one, like, you just reset. But I'll try to mention when he's going to be doing his slam. He kind of charges up. He's a pretty fair boss in terms of a boss fight here. So that's his slam attack. Okay, you kind of hear it. It's a very loud thing. And whenever he does his ability, whenever you start hearing sounds, that's when you want to push your steel skin. But you get him to about 1/3, and then he's going to disappear. So once you see his HP go in this gold state, that means he did enough damage. Right now, our damage is so good, we're totally fine. Is this PoE 2? No, this is Path of Exile 1. Path of Exile 1 got the new season, the new league. Path of Exile 2, I don't know when that's coming out, though. Oh, we got some gold over there. Nice, because we just spent basically all of our gold. Is this better than Slayer? You know, I'm not sure for endgame which class ascendancy is going to be the best, because sometimes there's like one item that makes a whole ascendancy so much better, and I don't know what the uniques are. I mean, probably within a week, everyone's going to get every unique in the game, because they don't show off all the uniques, and so people have to actually get them. And then there's a new thing that, like, I don't even know if it can be data mined, because it has to, like, transform into another one. I'm sure the file's got to be somewhere, but I don't know. It might be kind of hard to crack the code, because even though PoEDB is probably the fastest website that gets all the info out, even, like, them, they don't get, like, all the uniques super early. Oh, wow, that was really easy. We're just kind of continuing going through. But basically, you just keep on moving in areas. The map is kind of vague here on purpose in terms of where you're going, but I'll kind of mention how it works. Thanks for the info. Oh, you're welcome. What skill we're using? This is a brand new skill. It's called Holy Hammers. So you can get it in Act 3 as the Templar, but if not, you can purchase it, and you can use it at level 28. Yeah, someone will probably have it for like 1 Chaos Orb, or at this point right now, since it's gone on for a while, you can get it for probably like an Alchemy. We could check the price, but yeah, you don't get it until level 28, so you cannot level up with this skill. It's a fantastic skill, though. I can't wait till we actually get it, like, up and running, like, all the time. See, that's where I just activated my steel skin, because it's kind of worried over there.
Inexhaustible. They say that 2 out of 3 isn't bad. They couldn't be more.
What did they add in this update? Okay, so lots of quality of life, just, you know, like things that make the game a little bit smoother. You can now engage in like the trade system like ASAP, which is like, oh, I think it's kind of busted, but you know what, I'm all for it. They let you get a lot more uniques, or like, you know, in Diablo we call them legendaries, earlier on, because a lot of the legendaries in this game, or the uniques, they suck. They just straight up are terrible. But you don't even get them until the end of the game anyways, which is really weird, right? But now you can get them so easy in these new Mirages, which is the new League mechanic. So that's really good. You know, just to make it more fun for leveling. Because some of these leveling uniques, they're fantastic for leveling, but they don't drop until, like, imagine in Diablo you don't get, like, legendaries until Tormented 4. That's how Path of Exile 1 is, man. They're like, you get to the end game and you're like, oh, Wanderlust is dropping. Fantastic. If I was level 1, it'd be awesome. So that is, like, a huge thing. And, like, I don't know why Path of Exile is so stingy with their legendary drop rate, because most of them suck, right? And, like, they don't suck, like, throughout the entirety of the game. They're just only good for low level. Like, so I'm talking about, like, the tier 5 uniques, which is, like, tier 5 would be lower. How it works in PoE. It's kind of weird, because, like, in some games, you think tier 1 is the best, but in Path of Exile, how it works is Path of Exile 2 uses tier 1 as, like, the higher number, and then it's, like, the opposite for PoE 1. Like, a tier 9 is considered, like, really bad in PoE 1. So some of it's kind of, like, reversed. I don't know why they, like, if they just made it the same with both games, it would make sense, because when you mouse over, it'll... Actually, I don't know if this game shows you. Oh, yeah, it does. It shows, like, tier 7, right? So tier 7 is really bad, where tier 1 is the best. But in PoE 2, it's flip-flop. Tier 1 is awful, but tier, like, 9 is, like, the better one. I had to learn this with craft effects. Very complex. So it's only for Templar? No, you can use... This skill can be used on all classes. You just get it earlier on Templar. Some classes get certain skills earlier on from, like, quests, but it doesn't mean that they're locked. Oh, by the way, I should probably show you this. So in this area, see how it says, like... Well, this is, I guess, super straightforward now with this. Maybe they made this part easier, but basically, I guess there's nowhere else to go. Okay, so sometimes there's other rooms that will lead you eventually to the same room, but all you're trying to do is to get to the aspirant's trial, and then you go in. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be... The first one's super easy, but he can still one-shot you. It's not fun. But yeah, going back to your question, what else did they add? Okay, so they add a bunch of new gems, like so many new gems. The end game is a little bit different with some of the new systems. Everything is just much smoother.
Make your mark.
So I like it. And you can also jump out of the way when you hear him do his slam attack. Again, you must move away from that or pop Steel Skin. Honestly, our build could probably tank it because I have, like, pretty decent armor, but I'm not about to risk that. Because then, even though this only took us like 10 minutes, I don't want to do it again. See that there's the slam. Again, he's pretty fair. Out of all, like, the major bosses in the game, I would consider the more fair one.
At last.
Also, pick up the treasure key if you want to pick up any items. You know, you can pick up the items, but I'll get this guy down. Kind of reminds me of, like, a Hoda Barb. Okay. Alright, there we go. Ooh, we dropped 2 treasure keys. Now we get to open up some treasure chests as well. Boom. Let's see if we got anything good. Oh, we got Gem Cutter's Prison.
The goddess of justice.
Maybe we got some upgraded gloves. Let's see if we get some upgraded gloves. We got increased HP, 5 mana per enemy killed. Ooh, we have increased attack speed, life, double res, fire damage. I mean, this is giving us a chance for power charge and kill, though, so, like, that's kind of required. But it's not bad. Go throw that in, maybe for an Orb of Alchemy. We can get an Orb of Alchemy for it. Oops, yeah, I wish I could get a Divine Orb for that, but we're just going to put 1 Orb of Alchemy for that. I'll just do Alchemy. The reason why is a lot of these uniques, they'll only sell for that. And then, well, I guess we can throw this in here too, why not? You can also control click on it. But we have this Divine Font, so we can get extra quality to a gem. I want to get quality on my gem, because this, to me, is actually really worth it. In fact, I mean, I don't even think it's that bad to just keep on leveling up your quality for gem, because that's more damage. So our main skill, which is, what is it? Holy Hammers, we can get it to 15 quality, which is another 3% more damage. So I'm going to put this in, and add quality to my gem. And boom, that's all we did. That's all we need to do. The most important thing is now we get to ascend to the brand new class. So there's the Ascendant or Reliquarian. I'm going to go Reliquarian because it's new. The whole point of us playing is the new class. And you know what? I was actually surprised a lot more people aren't playing this because I think it's a really good Ascendancy for this alone. But, you know, there's sometimes certain broken things that make people play. Like Templar right now is like one of the most popular classes, probably because of the holy stuff. But there's also like Consecrated Ground, and they also got like a buff and rework. But we're going to play the completely new class. So how it works is we gain these passive points, and then we're going to put this in. Now, unfortunately, we have to get one more of these done in order to feel powerful. This is unfortunately how the Scion works. You don't get like to feel powerful till you get this one, and then once you after you get this one, you get to start pathing. The first one is just unfortunately you don't get this thing yet, but we will get it later. But obviously, getting passive points still helps us out because we can start getting crit right now if we want to invest into crit. And I kind of want to invest into crit as we will be looking towards getting a 5-link very soon at like let's say level 40ish. We can try to push for it. Let me double check real quick to see if we can maybe go shoot for a 5-link. Let's try level 40 and let's see if we can get, let's say, a link of 5 over here. Now it may cost us like 1 chaos orb. Let's try type in chaos orb. We may be able to get one. Okay, perfect. This is everything is kind of lining up right now. This actually only requires us to be level 35. I want to get the one that has the most armor. So about 500-ish armor is what we're looking at. And then we'll be able to get a 5-link. And the reason why I want to swap at getting a 5-link to the crit is because we're going to get a lot of different gems. And these different gems will finally start to get a lot better. Now, unfortunately, it requires us to get lots of blue gems. So that one is probably going to be a hybrid, which is going to have Energy Shield tagged along with it, which is fine. Energy Shield is still great. And what we can actually get that will be good until we get this. So our Ascendancy, which is this thing over here, it's a skill tree and a skill tree. Once we get this, though, it removes all Energy Shield. There's a pretty big downside to this, but our build right now has 7, so it's irrelevant now. But later, this is important that we don't get any gear with Energy Shield, as it will be completely useless. But the reason why we can get something pretty cool over here, there's this, which makes it so any sort of physical damage that we prevent is regen as Energy Shield. So when we get hit, we actually regen Energy Shield, which is like super, super strong, and it's amazing. But for now, we have just 2 extra skill points, and we can go push for even more damage, or we can start moving it up over here, and there's more resistances, which is going to be great as well. So we can just start pathing along, or we can get crit. Both of them are pretty good options, to be honest. I'm going to go for more damage right now, and I'll show you what we're going to be getting very soon. So now we're going to return to town. This is all we needed over here. What staff are we using? Yeah, I'll mouse over it. So it's a really cheap staff called Stormheart. It just has a lot of damage as well as pretty good base crit, which is 10%. But now we have ascended to our super class, although, again, Scion doesn't feel really good until you do the next one. Now we're finally in Act 4. So let's go start into Act 4. So what we do with Act 4, at the start we go straight into the Dried Lake. Go to the bottom over here. This power charge is going to be excellent. Hopefully big boost of damage very soon. And remember, you can push that steel skin at any time. And if your damage is feeling a little bit low, we are eventually going to swap. Like you said, once we get 1 Chaos Orb, hopefully we can get those 2 extra blue gems. And we could also go for critical strike damage. But yeah, we're going to get something that gives us more base crit, which is going to be excellent. It's going to really help out. I'm going to also pick some of these up. Let's upgrade our items. Because right now our crit is 25. But once we have our power charges, it'll go way, way higher. And like I said, we're going to invest into this. So this is giving us extra crit. Even though it doesn't show that it's adding much, this is the crit number, by the way. You guys can see that, right? I don't know if my face is blocking it. But that's already 5% right there. And there's another one that's really big that I want to invest into that gives us 150% critical strike chance, which comes down to, in our case, it's 150. So that's 15 additional crit. So we will actually be getting crit earlier on in this class, and it's not even that bad. Usually, like, crit early on is pretty rough, but for staff in general, it's really not that bad. And the reason why I wanted to get this early on is, remember, we need to generate these power charges, and I'm going to do power charge on crit, which is only a % chance, but it just will allow our build to flourish against the bosses, because right now, our boss, it wasn't really that bad, but like, you know, I want to one-shot things. I want to activate that bonus every single time, and then I can swap to those other gloves. So ideally we get gloves with some sort of damage added to them and attack speed, and we are going to get that. And then also we can swap amulets. That was like another big upgrade. So our goal right here, by the way, in the Dried Lake is just to kill this guy. We don't need the waypoint or anything, we just need to kill this guy. You can watch out for his slam attack, but at this point I think we're okay. I can't wait till I show you guys how broken Brass Dome is, because that item is, the fact that we get that for free is wild to me. Alright, so now we're going to go back to town with the item over here that we get the banner, and then we just go up.
Take care.
We have a gem that leveled up, and we're just going to go to this over here. You can also talk to this NPC, so interact with him. No, I haven't played that game in a while. I have not. Hello, Lucky Chances. Oh, thanks so much for the heart and the go popular. I appreciate that. But good mornings to you as well. Pee-wee 2, no, this is Pee-wee 1, brother. Yeah, Pee-wee 1. We're playing the new class Ascendancy right now. But like I said, it doesn't get good until we get to the next one. You'll notice a massive power spike in the survivability, which our build is going to be so tanky. But that's, you know, that fits the Paladin fantasy that they wanted to make, so I'm all for it. But important part in here in the mines is that we are going to get a quest completed over here that will give us additional skill point. You can click on these little mine things. It's not really that big of a deal, though. It's something that we can engage with later. The reason why is like it's one of those things where you go to another zone. What's our crit strike chance now? 35. Okay, it's not too bad. With 2 power charges, we're at 41. Again, it's going to go up even higher as we progress, and we're gonna get way more crit. So our strength right now, okay, we're at 100. This is an item that you can start stacking strength with. Because like I was talking about that item Ramirez Banquet, which right now it's super cheap, but we can't use it till level 60, and I would rather get this build up and running at level 40 if I can. But we need to get one. Oh, wow, this is. Oh, this is kind of a problem. This guy's got too much life regen. This is one of those like arch nemesis enemies that really shouldn't exist in Path of Exile. So he's got what's called Soul Eater, which means anything that I kill around him, and since he's the elite, he's not going to die first. He just gets stronger and stronger every single time we kill any monster. That's why he was quite tanky. Bronze Jewel Cache. Orbs of Binding. Let's open up the Bronze Jewel Cache, because like I have a jewel socket that we can maybe enable, because it's only 1 point. Oh, this is oh, wow, that thing got one-shotted. That was a... Oh. Okay, this build is looking really, really strong, and we haven't even gotten close to the build's potential yet. I'm seeing a lot more chunks in terms of damage. What's our crit multi right now? 165, okay. But just that small amount of crit, man. I can't wait to actually get good crit in this build. And we're going to have 100% crit once we finish the build. 100%. I was going to go negative crit, as in we get like 100% chance to never get crits for like a reason. But again, it takes too long. By the time that gets good, I feel like we can build this thing and get it like way up and running. Because the base of crit multi is like 100 and, oh dude, it starts off at plus 100% damage. And even if we have a 50% chance to do 100% extra damage, it's like additional 100%. It's crazy. Yeah, crit in this game is I'd say pretty much mandatory. But you know, it's the same with Diablo. You know, like almost every action RPG crit is like good, but PoE 2 makes crit super hard to get 100% crit in, but this makes it super easy. So what we can do is we can get plus 3 levels. It actually is 3 levels to any gem sounds pretty insane, but on the crit ones it's pretty small. However, the one that I want to get, eventually we will get both, but like 150% critical strike chance against enemies at full life is crazy good, because all we need to do is one-shot the things. Oh, here's the jewel cache. Oh, we got 3. Nice. It's amazing. So in this next level, we might be able to get a cache. But the reason why we want to crit so bad on the first hit is just because as long as we crit, we gain the power charge. And if we get the power charge, well, it's going to just continuously, we're just going to one-shot chain effect on things. So that's going to be, that's another 15% crit. And, you know, if we're at, like, we don't even have any power charges now, but basically, it's going to come down to, once our potion's up, we have our power charges, we have over 50% chance to crit. So we're going to go to Mines level 2. Wait, what's the new PoE Ascendancy you haven't played? It's called Reliquarian. So you get to select basically 3 uniques from a pool, and you get them. If you've ever played Diablo 3, think of like Kanai's Cube. So you get to basically absorb the power of like 3 uniques. And one of them is Brass Dome, which is super busted. We can also get Terminus S, so we can get basically infinite frenzy charges. And I'm not sure how we're going to spend these frenzy charges, but I mean, heck, we can maybe make a Flicker Strike build, but the point of this is playing the new Paladin skills, so. But in level 2 here, we're actually looking for a quest objective. And if you ever get hit by the bleed, you can just activate your Steel Skin and then you're good to go. But our survivability is like pretty godly already. But once we get like that Brass Dome thing, our survivability is going to go through the roof. But we'll identify those gems soon too. I want to see what we get. Okay. So what do we get? Orbs of Binding, Currency. Yes! That's what we want to see. Because I just need 1 Chaos Orb, and then our build is going to be swapping to crit very soon. Oh, dang. Look how much damage we're doing. Oh, wow. Look at this. Dude, he's just melting. Come on, give me that 1 Chaos Orb game. Oh, we got a Jeweler's Orb. Come on. Key Chaos Orb. This is 100% more currency. So we just need 1 Chaos Orb, and then we're going to be online for that new armor. But we also need to get more gold, but we're already at 1,000, so that's good. You know, I'm thinking about it now. We could actually do some of these. If it says, like, currency, we're 100... not currency, gold, we'll actually do those now. Because before, like, the amount of gold that you get was so small. 25 gold, hey. But before, the amount of gold that you would get is so minor that it doesn't really matter. You know, like, double of 0 is still 0. Yeah, there's another power charge there. Can't wait to swap off these gloves. Come on, okay. Got a chest over here. No currency? Dang. Oh, hold on. We got a Jin Cache. Transmute? Okay. Oh, there's more. What? This one's actually huge. Look how big this one is, guys. What class is this? This is the Reliquarian now. So yeah, it's the new one. And we're playing with the Holy Hammers. We're basically like the D2 Paladin. Actually, I don't think there's a D2 Paladin that's like similar to this. Actually, it's more like a Hoda Barb, to be completely honest. But it's like, it's weird because the holy damage, I don't think Path of Exile has holy as a damage archetype. So it's actually considered thunder damage or lightning. But yeah, it's oh, he has Crush. So this lowers our physical damage reduction. Which is kind of like, it's like elemental weakness, but... extra projectile. Oh, he has chilled ground on death, so as soon as we kill him, he's gonna slow everything down. That's really annoying. Like, I don't even know why some of those like mods exist. All right, let's keep it going though. So you can see the exclamation mark. We're gonna kill the there's a demon that's like trapping someone's soul. Oh yes. Sweet. So now we're going to get even more crit, but it's kind of far away. So the next nodes are actually very, 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 very far away. So the next set of nodes that are good, it's a while. If I want to get the staff one, it's even longer. But as far as crit goes, you can always just type in the word crit and see like, well, where's the rest of the crit? Now, there's some over here. It's still what I would consider pretty far away as far as it goes. So this elemental stuff isn't too bad also. But we may get that stuff later. But again, it's going to be a little bit of a journey before we get to the crit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. And then we're going to get all this extra increased HP. And then we can go over here. And there's actually HP here as well that we can grab. We can get this jewel socket. But it's a long time before we get any more crit, unfortunately. I wish there was like extra crit nodes that were a lot closer. This one's okay, but it's like it's too far down here. And there's crit multi with swords, but unfortunately we're locked to staves. Staves and maces are the only things that we can use with this build. So, can I sell my item while I go AFK and I can keep half the profit? I'm pretty sure that when you list the items now in that thing, it should work. But sure, I mean, I don't mind. If you just want the help, Kappa, or if you don't know how to do it, no problem. Yeah, I got you. No problem. Sure. I got you destroying. You're making a new build now. Ah, nice. So all we have to do is talk to that character, and you'll be good to go. We can go back to town right now and claim our skill point, and we can just kind of progress. Because sometimes I forget, like, I'll do all the skill quests because it's all part of, like, I have my notes on which ones are important to do. But
tortured.
It's good to activate them sometimes now. And on top of that, we also have these jewels, and we may want to put that point into the jewel socket over here. So this guy wanted me to help sell an item, so let's get 4. I don't know how much he wants to list it for, but like basically you put the item in and then you list it. So like I have this program called Awaken PoE Trade. I can talk more about like how to activate this. I'll probably make an updated video that goes over this because the last one I made is quite old. But if I was to price check this, you can see that it's looking like it is, since it's 5 link, it's at 68C. So that's what it's going for. So what that means, this one item is worth 68 Chaos Orbs. So that's what we'll list it for. So we're going to negotiate price, Chaos Orb. We'll list it for 60 or 70, whatever he wants to list it for is what we'll list it for. He wants me to list it for 60, so we'll list it for 60 for him, and then that'll be the price. Okay. And then now, like I said, we have a skill point, and I might be able to show you this jewel socket here. We can also trade to get a better jewel, but we have 3 right here. Maybe one of these will be usable. So we get increased attack speed with daggers, chance to freeze, impale. None of these are really that great. We have increased cast speed, chaos damage over time multiplier, spell damage, no good. Strength and dexterity, physical damage over time. These are all bad jewels, so none of these are actually going to be worth it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the NPC and just get rid of these jewels because I don't really want any of these. But we can get a jewel that is good. But I just don't happen to have, like, if I had one Chaos Orb, I'd search for it. But if I had the Chaos Orb, I'd actually get something else earlier on. But let's see. There is actually, you know what there is? There is more crit over here as well. It's like super far up, but it is, there's more crit there. Now there is crit with maces and scepters, but we're going to be going for staves right now because the staves are really good. Okay, this is crit multi with it. If we, you know, we can start pathing, and if we happen to get a really good mace, we could do that as well. The problem with maces is, like, compared to staves, you just in general have much better crit, and we need to get crit for this build to work because we need to gain power charge on crit. So yeah, we're just going to continue through the mines. And what level is this? 35, and we're 39. Okay, this is a little bit low, so we're going to kind of fast forward things a little bit. Oh, there's an elite, or I saw it. It was a, where did he go? Oh, there he is. So this would be considered a unique monster. I mean, he dropped a fuser. I was hoping he'd drop a Chaos Orb. And it's not like they always drop them. It's not like, if you play Diablo 3, it's not like Dying Breath. Wait, that's actually so nice. Always have active passive even if you have a different piece. Yeah. But you don't get to choose the unique. It's just that they have like a couple that you can choose from. And they change it every single season. So this class is going to be awesome in multiple seasons, which is excellent. Makes me super excited. And eventually we will convert all of our damage to elemental. I don't know if you can convert everything to physical, but I just think getting one damage type in PoE is kind of ideal. Right now we have so many hybrid ones, and it's just because it's just easier now to have the hybrid. Astral monsters, 80% more gold. Okay, let's try out this. So we're at 1,800, and I want to see how much are we going to actually get. So 1,800. Let's count it up. Oh, the crush on hit. Okay. I didn't see any gold, man. This is supposed to give us the big gold. 51. Okay. Huge gold. Huge gold. Okay, and alchemy is kind of makes it worth it because it's almost like, you know, one small unique or something. Okay, there's like 146 gold. The reason why I want gold is because in order to trade, we kind of need it. And they're a little bit stingy with the amount. Like, you do run out of gold if you trade quite frequently and you get upgrades, which is something that I do because I like getting upgrades really frequently. I guess their idea is that they don't want people just to instantly just, like, not necessarily pay to win, but, like, let's say I went onto some, like, you know, websites and bought gold or something like that. Or not bought gold, because you can't buy gold in this game. But, like, I was to buy a bunch of, like, the Chaos Orbs or whatever, I still couldn't, like, get the items. So it kind of prevents people from essentially playing pay to win. But you can still do it, technically, because, like, you can whisper the person and find their name in the thing, and then whisper, like, hey, can you unlist this and sell it and trade it to me in person? Because if the trade is done in person, then the listing won't charge you. Oh, they've got another cache over here. Okay, so we have 1,800. Would I say that this was really worth it? No. Maybe get some better boots as well. Ooh, dang, that's a really nice amount of, like, HP and fire res, but it doesn't have movement speed. This just sucks because no damage. Ideally on gloves you want some sort of flat damage, so we want, like, plus to lightning damage, attack speed, HP. Those are, like, the three godly, what's called prefixes on the item, and then for suffixes it's just a bunch of resistances. So there's another hideout here if you want to unlock a hideout, but looks like our exit is more than likely going to be this. I'm guessing it's this way. Well, this is a dead end, but there's a tormented spirit. These are supposed to be like the loot goblins in Diablo, but they're always trash in PoE. Like, I'll be honest, in my 2,000 plus hours of playing, I don't think I've ever gotten, like, a divine orb off of one of those. Well, classes, this is the reliquary. Yeah, it's a new one, even though you can't really see it. But yeah, we're also using the new skill, the Holy Hammer. But soon it's going to be like, oh man, I can't wait till we get the power charge on crit, and like every single, almost every single hit will be empowered. Because it shoots out 3 hammers. I don't know how it works with this skill. I don't know if we crit once, like with the skill, and it's only allowed to crit once, because there's like several hammers that shoot out, right? And I'm wondering if we shoot out multiple hammers, do they each have their own crit, or if one crits, do all of them crit? I don't know. And I don't know if it also means that, like, with one hit we can get multiple power charges. That's all going to be new info, man, because certain skills work differently in PoE. But we'll find out, man. But the build's really smooth right now, and it's only going to get so much better once we get that 5-link setup. Finally, we at the okay. Make sure you grab this waypoint. This is very key, so you can forget it. So now what we're gonna do is we can go on the left or right side. It doesn't really matter which side we go first because you have to do both of them anyways. So our goal in this area is to basically kill 2 bosses and get their special quest item, and then we go to the next zone. You feel very underpowered playing Reap Ignite Elementalist. You know, I really don't know that build. Sometimes, though, with Path of Exile, it comes down to your link setup. Did you look up on PoE.ninja what people are using if they are playing Reap Ignite? Like, see what, like, what are the gems that they're using? Like, right now, Path of Building doesn't have this skill, so you can't even calculate it. Like, there's certain skills that, like, I just don't like to play with certain gems. Like, one of the gems that is objectively better for damage is called Anguish, but it makes your attack speed, like, hella slow. So, like, I'm good, man. I don't really like slowing down my movement speed. Melee physical is really good, but it already lowers my attack speed, so, like, I'm already like, I don't know if I want to run it. But we can go, ooh, like I said, we can go 2 different ways here, because this way is still a pretty long path. But they're all pretty much long, but there really isn't too bad of a path that you can take, because, like, this is really good. We should get, you know what, we'll get the extra movement speed. I think that's pretty good. There's also increased attack speed with 2-handed melee weapons, which we could path towards that, and then we can grab this. You know what, my plan right now, at least, because no matter what, we're using 2-handed, right? 2-handed melee weapon. We actually have increased attack speed with 2-handed melee weapon over here, and we have another 4%. So we'll go grab this. Even though HP is not bad, and getting the extra strength is not bad, one of the things that we can remove, actually, since we have refund points, because as we start doing campaign quests, we can unspec out of that 1 point that we put in, which was right here, right? So we can remove this point. We can even, later we're going to remove a lot of these points. It's just like, for leveling, I prefer to have a lot of resistances, because right now we're at, like, max resistances. And we want to be at max res for the brass dome special, like, thing once we unlock that. So we're going to feel way more powerful once that is online. Big difference. I can run Tabby. Yeah, Tabula Rasa would work, but the unfortunate thing is Tabula Rasa has 0 defensive stats, so we would be very squishy unless I had, like, a good helmet with strength and a good, like, pair of boots. Which we definitely need an upgrade on our boots. Our boots are way overdue for an upgrade. Lionized paws would be great, but I don't know if they're available for purchase without a Chaos Orb. We should, by the way, we could use Orb of Chances on these. It's not that bad. Or we could just at least make these things magic, because we're going to have a bunch of the stuff later that we don't really need. But, like, look at our power chargers. They're maxed out. It's so great. Alright, let's go see what are the rewards. I love that you can just see the rewards. So we have currency. Yes, we want... Oh, the boots are kind of nice, but like I said, for one chaos, if I just get 1 Chaos Orb, that's all I need. And then we're going to go super up in damage. So we can use an Orb of Transmutation on one of these. I would just use a Transmutation. That's totally fine. Wait, is that... What is this? What is this ring? Ooh. No, it's not good. We'll check it out. Unless, like, these can roll... Oh, I forgot what they're called. But there are special uniques that, like, can remove a stat line and randomize. I don't know if these have any sort of special Mirage things, because this is the Mirage League. If you can, like, convert some of these... I know it's not a new item. It's like the gift from above or something. Yeah, I know this game too well. But we'll see what the thing does. Because sometimes, like, with a new skill or a new league, you see things and you're like, wow, dude, that's actually not that bad. Like, you could actually use that item. We have some amulets here we can maybe check out. Because our amulet, we're 100% replacing it. Does it sell yet? Nope. It has not sold. Yeah. Sometimes certain items, you know, you can sell them instantly. Sometimes you can list them there and they won't sell for months. And then there'll be like one person that finally hits you up. But since this one is currency, we're going to keep on going. But yeah, I'll let you know if your item does sell. I got you. Or you just check in back with me. Sometimes I'm locked in and like I might not see it. What was your first Diablo game I played? Oh, 100% Diablo 1. Yeah, I played Diablo 1. Actually, I played it on PC first. And then I also played it on console. On the PS1, man. And you want to know a fun fact with Diablo on PS1? So you could co-op, like on the same console. Obviously, because there's no online back in the PS1 days. But if either player opened up their inventory, the game would have to load it. Oh, actually, we can kill this guy too. Big drop? Big drop? I don't know. Okay. Well, I didn't really feel like that one dropped very much currency, but you got to keep on on trying. Unlike Diablo, Path of Exile is very stingy with the drops in the game, to be honest. Unless you like start really juicing up your maps, it's kind of dry. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on moving in Calum Stream, and hopefully we will come across something good soon, and then we can get a 5 link. And like I said, it's gonna significantly increase our damage. We're gonna have so much more crit. We're gonna have over 50% crit, and then that should equate to a lot more power charges. But the one thing that's gonna be kind of rough is, ideally, we want to get 2 blues, which will require us to get an item that also has energy shield, which I actually don't really want. It's not like energy shield's bad. We can get a really cool node if we path over there and get that one node where it's like the amount of armor gives you that regen. This guy's kind of tanky. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's this way. This area is a little bit of a spaghetti, like you just go all the way around. And the first class that I played in Diablo, 100% the rogue, man. I thought she was hot. I mean, she's still hot. Also, I think rogue is like one of the easier starting classes. You know what class is like so rough to play? Is the mage. Mage in Diablo 1 is so hard to start off with, man. You got to use that staff repair skill so often, and it would like lower the durability. It's like really annoying, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna get what's called accuracy. So one thing that's important to note is our chance to hit right now with this skill is 76%, which is actually kind of low. You can see now it's 79%. So our accuracy is what determines your chance to hit, which is usually done with dexterity. Now, there is also accuracy and crit over here that we can actually get, and we may actually get that after this one, because I didn't know it was actually this low here as far as our accuracy. You know, it's actually a pretty good node that we could have considered as well to grab. It's called Precise Technique. I usually get this in every single build. As long as our accuracy rating is more than our HP, it's 40% more damage. It is pretty far, but we can grab these accuracy nodes and get it. It's actually a really strong one if you play the Ranger class. It's 100% like the best thing in the game. But for our class, you know, I wanted to get the tankiness over here. I wanted to get the attack speed so it felt better. But it's not a bad thing to get at all. It's just that, like, dude, I really hate the slow attack speed. It feels really rough. But this feels really good now, I would say, once we swapped to the Holy Hammers. Because, like, the clear speed is really good. And I feel like it's satisfying right now. The one issue is that we don't kill things on bosses, so we can't generate that power charge. But that's about to change. As soon as we get that one Chaos Orb, we can get a 5 link, and again, things will change very fast. Yeah, I didn't know our accuracy was that low. That means, like, right now we have an 80% chance to even do damage. Now, as far as that calculation goes, it's calculating at a certain level. Like, there's monsters that can be more or less evasive. Which we don't need to identify. I just wanted to activate it. But yeah, as far as Steel Skin goes, you can feel free to push it whenever you want. The reason why is our mana is so solid right now. And later we're going to get reduced mana cost with something called Inspiration, which gives us more elemental damage. And it's going to give us more crit. And it reduces our mana cost. It's like one of the best gems in the whole game. Frogs, fusers, or jewelry. I just want 1 Chaos Orb. You just got this from the tree? Ooh, huge, man. That's really massive. Congrats. 20 divines from a tree. Wait, 20 divines is crazy. Nah, that's 20 divines from a tree. Oh, there's 1 Chaos Orb. Wow, yo, you hit us up with the good luck. Thank you, thank you. Am I the one who finds this more appealing than slow PoE 2? Hey, I'm right there with you, brother. I've been saying PoE 2 is too stingy with movement speed and attack speed. Well, I also feel like that's okay, though, and the reason why is I actually like PoE 1 and 2. Like, I like how they feel different, and I think that's a good thing. But the one thing I missed. If you guys have never played, when the game first came out, and like the lightning arrow was like beyond broken, that was super fun. But what was even more cool was when you could stack heralds on top of each other. So you could have Herald of Thunder activate that would then activate your Herald of Ice. That would activate your Herald of Thunder. It was just like, oh man, it was so broken. It was, I mean, obviously it had to probably go, but I was having a lot of fun. I want one. Oh no, I appreciate it, man. You saved your divines, brother. I appreciate it though, man. You go get yourself some good gear. But congrats for getting 20 divines, man. It's huge. That's like a once in a lifetime sort of thing. Oh, this is a really good base of an amulet. If we have a, yeah, let's go throw this thing on an amulet. Boom. It didn't really roll very good, but that's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, as long as we get that one chaos orb, it's good. Because now I can finally get my armor, which is what I'm really excited about. Oh, we have a Jin's Cache. We got another Onyx Amulet. Maybe this one will be better than the other one. But more likely, we'll just spend our Orb of Alchemy, and then we will then get another one. Ooh, took a lot of damage over there. Orb of Chance. Okay, is this it? Looks like this will be it for this area. I just wanted to keep on doing this until we got one Chaos Orb. Because now with this one Chaos Orb, we can get the armor piece. But I'll finish this area first, and then we'll go buy an upgrade on it, and then we'll do the other side. Yeesh. Alright. Oh, is the hammer smashing too loud on TikTok? I got you, man. I can reduce the audio if it's too loud. I got the audio mixer here. But thanks for letting me know, man. I didn't know. Let me know if it's still too loud or not loud enough now. Way better now? Ah, okay. Thank you, Placebo. Appreciate that, brother. But what did you do to get those 20 divines, man? Like, in the tree, was it like the one where it just gives you currency? Maybe I need to do that strategy. But to be honest, a lot of the strategies, like, you'll just see people clip, like, you know, a highlight that's like 1 in a million chance, and in your brain you're like, I should do that too, and it's like, you're not gonna just get it instantly. We should have an upgrade on the life flask, though. Is this 1,000 life? Yeah, let's get this one. And then this one over here is 1,200, so we got 2 upgrades on our flasks. We'd actually upgrade these more. Okay, so let's go and let's check out these items. Anything good? Okay, we got some cold damage. We got critical strike chance. Hey, that's like usable. We have critical strike multiple. Ooh, this is a lot of all attributes. Oh wait, I think for this, this like ruins our entire build if we remove this. And the reason why is it's Dex and Int requirement. Okay, so we're probably gonna need to get an Onyx Amulet or something that gives us Dex and Int in order for the build to work. Or we'll have to get another item that has those attributes. Like, does this work? No, we need specifically a certain amount. Okay. There's another Onyx Amulet. We got 11 all attributes. Increased elemental damage is great. The rest is lightning res is okay. This is like, it's usable, but we can get something much better. Oh, this was the thing that we got. So we have critical strike chance, so that's good, because remember we want crit. We have increased rarity when enemies are killed with a crit, and increased damage while on consecrated ground, and we trigger consecrated ground when we get a... Oh, this has 2 crits on it, so it has 28 and 34, so it's like, basically, since our crit is about 10, it's 10.71, so it's a little bit more. But that's like 2.8% crit, and then like 34% crit is like 3.4 roughly. It's more like 3.6 something. But like it's pretty decent. This will give us a total of like what was that, like 7 or 8 crit just with this item alone. And then you have extra chance to block. Increased light radius is a useless stat. But triggering that consecrated ground will be defensive. But usually... Oh, are we lagging? I can't move. Oh, you know what happens sometimes with Leap Slam? You can get stuck. And I think that's unfortunately what happened right over there. But now we're fighting a boss. And then we'll get an upgrade later. You got an unnatural instinct. Whoa, that's pretty good too, man. It's time to go get a ticket, brother. So, like I said before, if you ever feel like your flasks need like a refill, you can always just go back to town. Or make a portal just in case. You rip, you can go back. But this guy's not too hard. He's actually pretty easy. It's just that I had just recently swapped my flask, so I didn't have any charges. But this guy's pretty easy. Like I said, just you can just kind of attack him once and move. But we actually need this item. The quest item, sorry. We needed the room. Yeah, are you gonna get a beer? Dang. If you get one, that's gonna be pretty crazy, man. Class versus class, do you think PoE 1, like which classes? Well, I think PoE 2 is objectively worse in terms of ascendancies. Like, you get 1 additional arrow versus 2 additional arrows in PoE 1, right? Path of Exile 2 is incredibly stingy with a lot of its stats. And I don't like that. But, like I said, we're going to get an upgrade here. Let me get rid of a lot of these items, because we can definitely get some upgrades here on our gear. So let's go to the NPC, and let's sell a lot of these things that we just are not going to use at all. Actually, we may want that. We can hit it up with this, see if this is good. Okay, so we got HP, we got some damage, regen. So basically it has 58 life and 2 resistances. This has 2 resistances. This has no HP. Oh, it gives us a bunch of int though. Probably need that intelligence for like requirements, so I probably have to keep that for now. This item, it's not bad, but like not having any HP is kind of bad.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, let's use that Chaos Orb, and what we're going to do with that Chaos Orb is we are going to get a armor, a 4-link. So we can finally get our 4-link. Oh, this is, I was looking up item. Where's the actual item? Okay, so this is the tab. I have like 50 tabs open at all times. All right, let's refresh this, and we can get, ooh, this is perfect colors too. Oh, this is really good. Hold on, this might be like the best. Ooh, hold on. Oh, this is Solaris. Okay, so what's the most amount of armor that we can get? The problem with something that's corrupted, by the way, is it's going to be really difficult to get the colors to reroll because it requires a Vol Orb. But that other one, okay, this one's just armor because we want. I think we want just 1 blue. Let me double check on what we want for our gems. So we can go get our gems right now. So I'm going to show you guys the setup. So our setup is going to be. We 100% need holy hammers. That's an absolute requirement. The rest of them, I mean, elemental damage is really great. Melee physical damage is great, but I hate how, again, it has less attack speed. But that's it's just kind of the way that melee works in terms of like numbers. That one's just objectively like one of the better ones. But I had a tab open. I have like 100 tabs open. But the thing that I wanted to actually get here for some of the other. I had another tab open of the armor. Okay, so what we wanted to get is we need increased critical strike. So we're going to get all these gems one at a time. So this one is located at Nessa, so we're going to go to Act 1 and acquire this gem. Now keep in mind, if you don't happen to have this 1 Chaos Orb to get the swap, it's fine. Just keep it in the back of your mind, or you can write it down on a notepad or something. But yeah, we're going to get that, so we should be able to purchase this from Nessa. Increased critical strikes. So this one requires a bunch of int. So that's good to know that we need to get more intelligence so we can get a ring or something else that's going to have the requirements for that. So now we're going to go grab this. So we have this gem. So now we know we need 1 red, 1 blue, and then the next one that we're going to get is called power charge on crit. Now, some NPCs don't sell it. This one is from Act 2. This is why this game sometimes I really dislike that different NPCs. Like I feel like once it's unlocked, you shouldn't need to go through all the acts, but this is why this game's kind of complex. But we need to go to her, and then we're going to get this one called Power Charge on Crit. So now we can generate our Power Chargers. So now we want 2 blues, 1 red. And then we want Inspiration. So Inspiration is at Act 3. So we're going around the world to get all of these. And so this will be our 4 gem setup. But we again, we want to go 5.
Need something?
But we can maybe get a weapon, and this is where we'll see if we can get really lucky. Inspiration. Ooh. Does she not actually have it? Ah, okay. So, a Fixture of Fate. So the quest is supposed to be Fixture of Fate. Sometimes they move these gems over. Okay. Let me go see if it's been moved. So, it is from Act 3, and it is from Fixture of Fate. And the reason why I couldn't get it immediately is because I didn't do the quest required for. So, we're going to go and get that done. The reason why is because I want to swap to this build, and I think it'll be worth it. And honestly, we can test out if it's worth it. I'll probably tell you it's worth it because it's going to a 5 link, so the DPS will go up anyways. So, where do we go for that? So, I mentioned before that we could go to the library from the Imperial Gardens. We're going to do this one now because I need inspiration, and if you want inspiration, you can do it now, or you can wait till Act 6. But pretty much from Imperial Gardens, we're going to go to the library. Now, this is kind of optional because, again, you can wait till Act 6 to get it if you want to, but the other choice, actually, hold on, we can also get this via trade. So that would be another way that you can do it, but this is going to enable us to get a bunch of gems for later that might be relevant. So this quest will take a minute or two. It's not too bad. But it's important that you do get the waypoint here because you have to get it from this NPC over here. So you can get it from Clarissa, or we can get it from him. Let's see what level his is. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for... Okay, this is where this game gets a little bit cryptic. We need to look for a candlestick on the wall. Like an actual candlestick. It's one of the more cryptic quests in the game. But the reason why I want to do this quest is to show you guys, like... actually, we can maybe check this area right here. Maybe it was hiding, because I don't want to go all the way around, and it's right there the whole time. But we have to collect these 4 golden pages for this quest to get the gem. But again, you can purchase the gem. Candlestick on the wall. But our build is very, very fast, so in terms of movement speed. Oh, spooked me out. Yo, Valdus, thank you so much for the subaronis. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Hello, Sladra. I started new PoE League. Yes, Valdus, we have just started. Just in time, Kappa. Let me give you a katana flip for the subaronis. Thank you again, my friend. I appreciate the support. But let us continue and get that candlestick, wherever it is. No, it's not that one. Sometimes it's like in the very last area. Wow, this area is actually quite large. I wonder if they enlarged the area. Oh, we got 2 power charges off that one. Candlestick on wall? Nope. So now we're gonna go over here. Oh, there it is. Loose candle. And then you have to pull on it, and then a secret thing open. Like I said, that's why this game is... It's too hard, man. And we're not gonna do the league mechanic here because this area is a level 31 area. So the chances of it giving us something good are pretty slim. So yeah, we gotta collect 4 golden pages. Actually, hold on. There's one right here that we... Oh, there's a Chaos Orb! Oh, that was so worth it! Because now we can get Prism Weave, which is gonna give us crazy DPS. I can't wait to show you guys this item. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, so we got 1 page, 2 page. Again, we need to get all the pages. We have another skill point over here so we can get extra accuracy, because again, we don't even have 100% chance to hit. Okay, one important thing is you always want 100% chance to hit. Like, it needs to be 100, because that is literally you not hitting enemies. Now, I don't think we have a problem really right now. It looks like I didn't really notice our hits not registering. Because again, that number that determines that is kind of based on a certain level, and it's not always 100% accurate of where area you're in. Because it's based on your level, and different monsters can have different amounts of like evasion, and then there's also like evasive monsters, and it tells you kind of like against evasive monsters, your chance to hit is like usually like 10% less. But you ideally want it at 100, and like because I'm like over leveled right here because we are in this league where you get a little bit more XP. Alright, so now that we got this, we're going to go take all of these 4 golden pages to Ciosa. So he's located in what's called the library. Again, we just went there, but we have the waypoint now, so it's going to be real fast. So we're going to go to the library, and then we go talk to him, and he's going to say thank you, and then we get to take a gem, so we can take any of these. Now, if you're wondering which one is really good here, so what we would ideally get here is Fortify support. So it's going to grant us what's called Fortification. So we want to put this in combo with our Leap Slam if we could fit it in. And the reason why it gives you Fortification, which will give you damage reduction. But the reason why we wouldn't, even though it's a red gem, we could swap it with one of these. Like, for example, elemental damage with attack is 25% more damage. 25% more versus 12% more. The numbers on this thing just suck. That's basically what it comes down to. But now we can get inspiration from this guy. So we can go to purchase items, and I'm pretty sure he will have it. Inspiration. But his is level 1. Clarissa's should be a higher level, but she still requires you to do it. So if you want to buy gems from him, they'll be level 1, which can be actually ideal, because remember, like with this, oh, and I guess I can run this now for some reason. I don't know where we got the int from, but now we can run this. Was it from here? Does this give us... Oh, this gave us Dex and Int. Ah, okay, that's fantastic. Wait, giving us the Dex and Int means I don't need this item anymore. Oh my gosh, thank God. But now I still don't have the requirements, so I can maybe go get a level 1 variant of this, but it's fine. I'm going to get an amulet with Int, and then it's going to be solved. So, we want to get Inspiration. Hers is level 4, so that one is better. So now, our combo that we have in our build is going to be... we can manually just check to see which one gives us the most amount of damage as well. So... Either way, I need it to have 2 red, so we want holy hammers. So we want 2 red, 2 blue, and then the other one, I honestly don't care. So it's important that you sometimes have flexible things to choose for your armor. So for example, in this, I don't have to search for an armor that has those colors, because I can also manipulate the colors if I want to. I might only have a couple tries, but I do not really want something that's green. And the evasion ones will have more greens. Alright. But hello, Prate for Plates. How you doing? And hello, Ghost Chiller. How you doing as well, brother? Alright. But yes, we need to look for... ideally, I want the one that has the most amount of armor. But I want it to also have 2 blues or have energy shield, so it'll have a higher chance of re-rolling into blues. Like, to get 2 blues on this would be a nightmare. But to get 2 blues on a chest armor that has... It either needs to already have the blue, because I don't want to roll 2 blues. That's not worth it. But if it's like this right here, where it's a energy shield and armor-based one, this will be pretty easy to get. Like, well, it already has the colors I want, which is perfect. So, like, I don't really even need to manipulate this one. I'm just going to go for this one, and let's go grab this one. It has pretty bad stats, honestly. Like, it's like really bad. But I don't think that... Let's see if there's anything else. There's this one over here that gives us 4... Oh, yeah, this was much better. So this has... what's the difference in this one? So what's the armor? Oh, wait, this one's way better. Sometimes, even if you sort by armor, you can find better ones. Like, this one is way better. It's giving us 40 life and, like, so many more resistances. This one is way better. So we're going to go snatch this one up. Unless we see another one along the way. Okay, there's another one over here, but I don't think we're going to get something better than this one. This one's actually pretty nice. Oh, this one's not... Oh, it only has 1 red, but it has the 2 blues. So we're going to go grab this one. I'm pretty satisfied with this one. So we're going to go grab this, and we can use it right now. So boom, we get our upgrade. And then now we're going to go leave, and we're going to now go to... back to Act 4, and we're going to start inserting everything. All these puzzle pieces will finally come together. So we have Inspiration, we have Holy Hammers. Oh, now I got to move a lot of things, actually. And then I put this one. Oh, it's fine. The two blues weren't in the right position, which just means we're going to have to re-roll this color to have two blues, because I needed to have at least two blues. If it has three, that's fine too, because I can manipulate it to, or I can get other things. So, yeah, this is fine. So we can get, this is actually kind of ideal, because we can get, where's the Holy Hammers? Okay. And then the last one over here, we're going to actually put in another gem, which is critical damage. Because critical damage support is acquired by Sharp and Cruel, so that's Act 2 as well. So we're going to go to Act 2 and go to Yina in Act 2, and we're going to get this. And like I said, the crit ones are so good. Check this out. So, before, you know how I was looking at like some of the damage ones where it's like 25% more damage, right? Well, the crit one gives us, where is it? 112% critical strike multiplier. So our damage gets multiplied by 112, which is basically 3 times the amount. Now, keep in mind that we still have to crit in order for that to work, but that's fine because that's our build. Now, I still need to get an amulet with int. This one's still okay to use because, I mean, there's not really anything that's going to give us good attack speed, and then it also gives us a chance to get those like frenzy endurance charges on kill. So it still gives us the power charge on kill, which is, it's usable, but it is random on it. But I still don't think it's bad. Like it's an item honestly that you can use throughout the entirety of the game. Our other upgrade that we would get is our boots. Our boots are absolutely hideous for its stats, and we can get more increased movement speed here. And I also want to use the boots to gain our stats of intelligence, because I want to get a new amulet as well. So we have some currency over here, so let's go ahead and lock that in. So are the Chaos Orbs the Exalt Orbs? Yes, basically. Yeah, Exalted Orbs are a lot more rare in PoE 1. So let's go ahead and do that now. So again, we gotta check our level, 42. So let's go to our level requirements, 42, and then we are going to go to Amulet. Oops, we don't need a very specific one. I don't care. Let's go to Amulet, and then we're going to type in Resistance. Oh, you know what's actually going to be way better for... Okay, the number one thing is Prism Wave. If I want as much damage as possible, this item will give us so much damage. It is insane how much damage this thing will give us. And it's like 1 Chaos Orb. It's so great, and it gives us resistance. There's not anything bad in this entire thing. So the one that we want to get is for... I only want to spend 1 Chaos Orb. I don't think there's anyone that's going to list it for anything else. I also need to check my gold. Okay, so I'm at 2,000. But this is going to give us the most amount of damage. So max 1 Chaos Orb. Give me the one that has the most amount of resistances. Alright, so 11. Well, this one has 1 less res, but the damage is... That's actually perfect damage on it. And these also roll for damages, but I don't really care about it too much. Like, the amount of damage you get off this thing is... It's... How much gold do we have? Oh, it's 2,760. Oh, we're like just shy of like a little bit of gold. That's kind of annoying. That's really annoying. Well, we can whisper this guy, and hopefully he'll just be awake. And then we can just get that for 1 Chaos Orb. Otherwise, these have all the fees. Okay, well, we might not be able to get Prison Weave just because of the gold thing. But it's okay. We can also look for another amulet at the moment. And we also need to have it have intelligence. And then also we'll type in this word allocates. Or, yeah, just allocates, and then it doesn't have to have anything. It'll show up as what's called an enchant. I'll show you guys what this looks like. Let's see if we can we get one for alchemy? Let's see if we can get one for an orb of alchemy. Sweet. So this gives us written blood, which gives us all of these. So in terms of resistances, oh, there's only 2 items that have allocation over here. So this is giving us int, increased rarity, 1 resistance.
Are you new here?
We have 36 crit multi and increased HP. It's really not that bad. Now I'm going to remove this enchant to see if we can get something like a lot more. Oh, there's like 300 now. Okay. So this will give us dex and int and double. Oh, wow, this has a big amount of resistances. And it gives us some armor. But we'll scroll down for a little bit and we'll see if we can get something that's like usable that I'm like, oh, wow, that's huge. So like this added damage to attacks is really, really great. Physical damage is usable. This is a big amount of, was it lightning? Chance gain frenzy. Oh wait, this is frenzy and power charge and kill. This is like kind of cool. But it's increased projectile speed and damage. We don't really benefit off of that, and there's probably going to be like 50 of the same as we start scrolling down, unless I put in this filter that goes into item rarity and we'll just show rares only. So that'll be another option that we can do. Valdez has got the big brain play cap. All right, so this is what, 50 res. So this is still pretty good. Ideally, we'd also try to get HP, but I'm okay with getting HP or like added damage. But like this is a pretty nice chunky amount of damage. Oh, there's double damage on this. This is 2 alchemies. So I think I'll take this one. It doesn't have crit. Let me see if we can find one that also has crit. So you can just type in crit, or you can like search for it. But since like that's kind of what we're looking for. So this one has int. It's got big damage. Okay, this is actually not bad at all. It's 20, which is, I mean, this is fine. Let's go grab this one just because it'll solve what we need, and it's got some resistances, and it's got added physical damage, which is actually usually the most in demand one because physical gets converted and it makes things much easier. So now we can swap the amulet over here, and we got a little bit more crit here. And then, looking at our resistances, let's see what we need. Because we may be like way overkilled on resistances, as in we have too much resist. We have way overcapped. But it's okay, because later as we progress, we're going to get negative resistances. I still really want to get this belt, and we still have our Chaos Orb. So that will be something that we get very soon. So we're going to go back to Act 4 and finally continue on our play session. But now, like I said, guys, we're going to get way more DPS. It's going to be so much more. And also, we could remove that 1 point that we had, I believe, right here. So make sure the game doesn't break. And remember how I said we could remove some of these points later? We could totally remove a bunch of these right now. Now, feel free to keep these points in if you still need them. But I think that this one's actually not too bad. We can keep this one for now. And later, I might get these again because the jewel socket is like pretty good. But right now, I think we're okay on the resistances. We're down a little bit on lightning res, so if I wanted to put the point in, that's fine. But I really want to try to progress and get the crit nodes as quickly as possible. And then we can also get some more damage over here. So this one is melee skills have increased area effect. That's good. We want to get as much increased area effect as well. So we're going to get this extra physical damage with melee. Okay. So our damage is going to go way up. I'm really excited about this. So... oh, we could maybe get another helmet too, but we don't have the gold actually, so it looks like that's going to be a non-option. So our helmet, unfortunately, doesn't have this faster attacks, so we would ideally try to get this to have 1 green. So let's try to get it 1 green. So this kind of works because we can put the Fortify support with faster attacks and that Leap Slam. This extra socket over here, we can maybe put like Clarity or something. We can move some stuff over there if we needed to, but... what else is the other thing that we had before? I don't think we needed anything else. Oh, Herald of Ash. I need somewhere to put this. So, I can try to get this thing to have more sockets. Okay, perfect. So sometimes, again, you gotta just move things around. And our weapon probably is due for an upgrade, but we'll worry about that later, because I don't have the gold right now to get that. So, going back to the main quest line, we're gonna go back to Act 4, go back to the Crystal Veins, and continue finally. And there we go. Am I on any energy drinks right now? No. Well, I actually had this earlier. This is just it's a iced energy. What flavor was it? Well, I think it was like watermelon. It's called watermelon twist. All right. So, anyways, if you talk to the NPC, she'll take away the item, so it's not gonna clog up your inventory. But yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys how much more damage that we're gonna get. It may not show the damage actually because the power charge on crit will only be available, like in terms of adding damage, when you have these power charges. So it won't show up in terms of damage. But let's see what our critical strike chance is. Our critical strike chance is 49 right now. It's going to 52, 59. Okay, so it's at 59 when we have some extra charges. But that's not even counting our... wait, what is our inspiration charge? We're at like 6. So when we have max charges, and I'm wondering... Okay, I'm wondering if we can get more than one charge off of one attack. Oh, there's another Chaos Orb. Wow, that's huge. Because maybe you can only get one power charge at a time. Because I know that the other thing spawns in more, right? But yeah, we have about a 50% chance to crit, and our crit multi is at 277 already. That's crazy. That is ridiculous. That's a massive amount. So we have 50% chance to almost deal triple damage. We could also get that node to triple our damage. It's a 3% one, but it's pretty good, man. It's 100% worth getting. Let's hit it up with the alchemy for funsies. Oh, we didn't even activate our herald. Our damage is going to be even higher now. And we'll get that extra accuracy. Actually, what were we? Okay, we're getting this. This is going to give us 5% increased attack speed. So I'm going to grab this one, and then I'm going to get both of these. And then I'm going to actually grab this crit. Because like I said, I want to get as much crit as possible. And the accuracy right now is at 85%. Actually, we're going to get the crit and accuracy, because you should really have 100% accuracy. Now, you can get accuracy in your helmets too. That's another way to solve it, but I don't mind just grabbing that right now, so I don't have to move stuff, because right now I don't have the gold to buy a new helmet, and sometimes you just got to keep on messing with stuff. Is PoE 1 free? Yes! Ryan Williams? This is PoE 1. But PoE 1 is indeed free. Yeah, it's on Steam. I mean, you can get it on console and stuff too. The grill's out. We are playing a grill in this game, unless you're talking about since today's what is it, Women's Day. We got a special gameplay to upload later. If you guys want to see it, I promise it'll make you guys laugh. It's a funny game, but yeah, we'll do a special Mother's. Oh, no, it's not Mother's Day. What was that? It's Women's Day this tomorrow or today, later today. So yeah, special upload coming up. And the crit multis will still like scale really well, which is awesome. But they start off actually stronger than like all the rest of the gems in the game.
People of the gutters, steal your bellies, for this slaughter is at hand.
Oh my gosh, that was so fast. That was like a unique. But we gotta make sure that we keep on popping our diamond flask. That's like one thing to kind of take a note of. What's our diamond flask? Oh, it's being stunned. Okay, so we can actually swap this. We can keep on hitting it up with these until we... Oh, 18% chance to gain a flash charge, but it has less duration, so I don't want that. So we have extra charges. That's good. So if it only has one mod, we can augment it. Yeah, that's not good. Increased duration, good. Increased armor, sure. That's great. You can also get increased critical strike chance while it's like up. So those you get these on these as well on your flask. Let me like modify this because I have extra currency. We have more charges now on this. Okay, but we just got to keep on going. We're almost at the boss. The Grand Arena. So you don't need to get the waypoint here. Don't worry about it. But basically, in some of these arenas, you'll kill stuff, and I'm also trying to check how often we're getting those power charges. Because I haven't seen it where we get 3 power charges in one hit. I don't even know if that's possible. There is a pair of boots, actually, that like if you gain a power charge, there's a 25% you gain max power charges. Now, 10 power charges is pretty much like the max that you can get, but it's unrealistic to get it. We only need to get a few power charges. Like 3 is fine. I don't really need lots of power charges for what we're doing. But eventually, we're going to have 100% crit, so we're going to have a good amount of power chargers that are generated through that. We can also use this flask code Duadries that will give us a flask, or it'll give us Frenzy, Endurance Charge. It'll give us 3 of each, which is really helpful. But when you're in some of these little arena areas, there's going to be a gate that opens up once you kill enough enemies. Like some of these will open up too. These paths just open up during that. Your father tells me to find a rich girlfriend. Alright. I wish you the best of luck, Kappa. Alright, so we got this extra strength one that we're going to get, and then we're going to get all 3 of these. So this is going to give us extra crit, and it's going to give us accuracy, and this is going to give us accuracy rating, and then over here, we can also gain this one that gives us 500 accuracy rating and -2 to accuracy per level. So like it starts out really, really good, and it gets worse as you continue along. There's also plus accuracy based on your dexterity. The best one is that -2 per level, but it's plus 500. And even if you're level 100, which is the max level in the game, it's still plus 300 accuracy. So we're going to still get that one if our thing isn't at 100 by the time we put 3 of them in there. But also, this is what fortification is. So when we do our leap, for 6 seconds, we just take 20% less damage, which is... it's pretty good, man, to be honest. It's really good. So yeah, feel free to use your leap slam into packs, and you'll have a buff for a short duration. Looks like something leveled up. Ooh, Herald of Purity. And later, we can also convert our damage from... physical to 100% elemental. Right now it's not super important because like we just need the raw damage numbers. But later the reason why we want to convert it all into we one-shotted that elite. But the reason why we want to convert all of it is later we're gonna get what's called elemental penetration. So you can also get like physical penetration. You can get like things called crush or like ignore armor. This is the boss, Duresso, over here. So we attack him for a little bit. He's very, like, undertuned, I want to say. He looks really cool, but just don't stand in those things. We already got him down to his, like, don't kill me phase. And he's got a certain move. We'll keep on hitting him. So when he summons those ice things, you can activate Steel Skin. And when he has a bunch of those swords coming out, don't stand in them. But yeah, you see how I activate my Steel Skin once he does that, and then pretty much you can face tank him. He's pretty chill. In fact, from now on, like in most scenarios, we can face tank most of the stuff as long as we have Steel Skin up. You can also run something called Molten Shell. That's also another good one. Molten Shell just has a longer cooldown, but it actually absorbs like it's pretty good for strength-based builds. But now we got both of the things, which is both of the little eggs. So we have the red one and the other one. Actually, this is a lot longer as far as an act. So now we're going to go right back to the Crystal Veins. We're almost done with this act. This whole act is actually pretty short. It's just that since we did the Trial of Ascendancy, it lasts a little bit longer. But yeah, we're going to go to the belly of the beast over here. So you have to kill 3 Guardians over here. I wish you could XP level the gems in PoE 2 and getting level 20 Spirit Gems. Ah! So if you want to get, you're talking about like, you could just trade to get a level like max level gem if that's something that you want to do. Like, that way you don't have to level up the gems. Because I know to get the gems to level 20 in PoE 1, it takes way too long, man. Way too long.
Action is coming.
Yeah, action will be coming, man. We have like 1,000 plus gold. We have 1,400. We need like 2,700 to get to that thing. So I don't know. We'll slap the Orb of Chance on it. Let's see what we get. Just don't use your Chaos Orbs or your Divine Orbs. Those are too valuable to kind of experiment with. But the rest of the stuff, honestly, experiment with it. I wouldn't use the Orb of Annul either. But I don't really care about the rare jewelry, so this one's no good for us. We definitely are overdue for an upgrade on our helmet, though. But like I said, I don't have the gold to swap. So anytime it says gold, I don't know. Like in my head, I kind of want to do it. but like, it only gave us like 300 gold. I guess it all adds up. If you just do a couple of them, that'll be enough, you know. Considering we only need 2,700, and then our DPS will go up like crazy. Oh, and click on the shrine. Get its effect. But yeah, as far as getting these power charges, because our crit right now, there's our crit chance. It's like 40, okay. So if I later get like double of the amount that I'm getting, say it's not 100% uptime though. I want to get 100% uptime. I'm trying to think of the other ways we can gain power charges. I think we can get like is it replica Pharaoh's Fur? There's other ways to gain power charges, and we'll consider those as well. In fact, there's actually one that's not too far away. Yeah, it's not too far away. We get a 2% chance to get a power, frenzy, or endurance charge on kill. And if we're killing like a big pack, right? Like right now we already have 12% chance. This goes up to 15% for each one. And then if I get 15, and then if I get a perfect one, which is 15, we get another 12. You know, that's 27% chance, right? 27% chance to gain one of the 3 charges on a kill. It's not too bad. Especially if we kill like a giant pack. And that's not even counting on crit, we also get. Right now our crit is probably about like 60%. Oh, we need to go check out what she's offering for the reward. Rare melee weapons, gold, yeah, okay. Let's see how much gold we get. So we have 1,500.
Death is but a door. Enter it and see.
Yeah, about 60% chance if they're on full HP, and we pretty much one-shot the things, right? Oh, get this guy down. Oh, he has temporal proximity shield. Lovely. And he's like super fast too. This guy's going down pretty fast. Is that an elite? I saw some like charges on it. That's a minion. And if we hit that crit, man, they're just melting in one hit. If you see those explosions, they do damage. Don't stand in them. Okay, another level up. Oh, there's a bunch of movement speed nodes here. That's kind of nice. Alright, but yeah, we're here for the accuracy now. Let's see what our accuracy is at right now. 86. So it's going up like a little bit each time. Extra life, increased area effect. Okay. I think we got pretty much everything in here. Do we go through? Oh, no, there's another side area over here. Saw 13 gold come out of that guy. Alright, here's the thing that we're here for. $21 gold. I mean, the other things we're dropping 11, so it is like 80% more, but it just... At least we get like a chest at the very end too. I'm trying to debate if these are worth running, but we'll see how much we get. Remember, it was 1,500 at the start. Oh, okay. There's a decent amount of little like currency in these little things. That's 48 gold. 48 is actually a pretty nice amount of gold. Ah, okay. Oh, we still have like 2 areas here. This splits down. Oh no, it doesn't go down very far. Okay, well, it looks like that's it. So we went with 1,500, and we ended up with 18. Like I said, it's about the same. Because remember, before I was saying, this is about 300-ish gold. And I think, to be honest, I think it's not worth it. to get the gold one. I think for currency, because right now we have 2 Chaos Orbs, so we can get like 2 like extra like items here. And I want to get an upgrade on our helmet, my gloves, and my boots. Could also consider getting the thing that gives us more power charges. Because if we got that one where if you get a power charge, it gives you maximum, and then we get like, let's say like, we can get 1 power charge pretty easy on the tree because it's not too far away. If we just type in the word like power charge, you can find out where they're at. So there's one right here, and then the other one's like, one's right here, and then the other one's over here. So these two, we're not going to realistically hit unless we do what's called an anoint. And we can anoint this one, or this one, doesn't matter. They do the exact same thing. And then we can have 5 power charges. So if we have 5 power charges, and we can get all of ours in 1 hit, I think that those boots are okay too. I believe they give us some like HP or something like that. And they should be pretty cheap. And we'll double check. Because I know there's probably a lot of people that want to play this build, and I don't know how they're all generating their power charges. Leap Slam and Shield Dash, what would the speedrunners do without movement skills? Well, I like the Leap Slam. Like, if you really want to get hardcore with the movement, you could do Leap Slam and then Frost Blink outside of it. But, like, it's like doing too much. Like, I just, like, I feel like it's fast enough, man. It's not that big of a deal. And then it just requires you to do very specific timings on things. Oh, this is a dead end. But yeah, this area over here, the belly of the beast, it just takes a while to get through everything. Okay, finally, we found the exit. Because it's one of those like other areas that's kind of long.
Who is the wonder child now, Scion?
So this is Piety. So you just attack her and move. She'll have this like move that like it's like a 360 helicopter. She'll probably do it pretty soon. Wow, she's doing a crazy amount. Oh, that's Corrupted Blood. So this is the move that you want to watch out for, because it does a lot of damage. But like in that situation, she also happened to put down like an AoE, and since we're melee, we gotta stand in it, and that's no good. But she summons a bunch of things that you can kill, so you can refill your flasks up. But the laser's the only thing that you need to worry about, really.
It really hurts.
And then don't stand in the giant AoE. Got a little bit low, though, a couple times over there. Okay. Let's keep it going, and then we probably could use some upgrades on our rings. Both of our... Oh, this has... Oh, this doesn't brick our build. Awesome. So we can get a ring with HP and resist, and then we also get HP and resist on another ring. Oh, this one gives us some accuracy and gives us attack speed. But yeah, ideally for me, I personally like to get attack speed on like a lot of things, because it makes the boss fights feel way smoother. But right now, like, as long as we hit and kill everything super fast, I might not need to stack that much attack speed. Attack speed is really nice though, because it just makes the game feel more responsive. Like after you attack and then you get to jump like immediately, because well, your attack speed is determining how fast you can queue up for the next thing. The reason why it's so good to have those power charges is it's like 100% more damage. Like it's like so big.
Make your wish.
Rare shields. Okay, I'm good. I'm good on that one. You don't need. Okay, so in this area we're gonna be fighting several bosses. I don't know if we got the waypoint. We should get the waypoint though. You can also maybe think about using that thing with consecrated ground. he dropped a unique, although this unique isn't really worth anything. We can scan it with my scanner to see if it's worth it. It's like worth one now. It's pretty much not going to sell though. But yeah, do we still have that gifts from above? What's this give us? It gives us some resistances. Am I liking the new ascendancy? Well, until we get to the first or the second like trial, we don't get to really experience it. Yeah. But you know what's weird is Pee-wee 2 has like no mobility skills for the most part, right? Boss has a unique, yeah. There's a lot of bosses that have uniques named after them. Some of them are kind of related, like Doedries. So in this one, it's important that you don't stand in the overlap because every single one of these is going to give you a debuff. So this one makes you take more damage than the red one. And then it'll kind of rotate some of these too. It's like a Venn diagram. And then the green one makes you deal less damage. I'm stuck in this thing. Okay. And the purple one slows you down. So they're all going to be negative. But like if you're worried about dying, I would say the red one's the only real dangerous one. The rest of them really don't matter that much. She hits pretty hard though. Like our build is incredibly tanky. You trying to catch up to me? Alright, good luck, man. Well, while I end up rendering these videos, is usually when I feel like people can catch up. Oh, you know what? We can check it. Is this the one that we choose? Is this the rare helmets? Or rare shield? Yeah, we don't want this one. It's too weak of a upgrade. But now we take. Oh, we need one more. She hold. Okay, so she'll take the items from us, so we don't have to hold them. But there's one more to defeat, which is Chevron. So there's 3 bosses that we kill, and we have to take their organs, and we give it to her, and then we can fight the mega boss.
Give in to grace.
So with her, you don't want to stand under the books because they blow up.
Beauty shall prevail. Beauty shall prevail.
So she does lightning damage. Our lightning damage is our lightning resistance is a little bit off. Like we can have 10% more damage reduction because we're at, is it 65 of light? Oh, we're actually maxed out on lightning res. Oh, is it when this is activated? Okay, so that gives us extra resistances, but it's at 65. If I want to put the extra point back in over here, we would then have maxed out resistances, but it's fine. We'll worry about resistances later. It's like 10% off is not that big of a deal. But once we're at the end game, yeah, you need all your resistances. Okay, so this guy wants to get an item. Cool. So we're going to go sell this item and get 1 orb of alchemy from him. But sometimes, this is one thing to note, is like someone will say they want to buy an item, but then they don't. Like he's not like joining the game, so it's fine. It's not a big deal though. There's no point of whispering them and say, hey man, do you want the item? If they want the item, they'll join.
You could not be more perfect, Scion. So now it is up to us to commit one final act.
My character kind of looks memes. Oh, you know what we can get is the dyed bell too. But we're almost there.
Of an entire world.
Now, Exile.
In terms of like 2,700 gold to get that belt I was talking about. But look how much damage we do. Oh man, our damage is so crazy good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically, when the tentacle comes out, don't touch them. When she says kill me, you just attack her. When the tentacles come out, yeah, just move away. Our DPS is just like way crazy right now. And then now we attack him. Oh, I saw a big chunk of HP. Go away. And then now we go back to him. And then she gets impaled, and then we gotta go down.
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
So now we have the second phase. So on the second phase of Malachi, just again, don't get hit by the tentacles. Then they won't one-shot you, but like they do damage over time. After you do enough damage to him, he's gonna go and activate one of these Heart of the Beast. Just break the Heart of the Beast, and then you can go back to hitting him. Oh my gosh, the damage is so good on this thing though. Jeez. Oh, it goes crazy on the boss. Surprisingly, this is actually a good boss DPSer. Now we go back to killing the Heart of the Beast.
You are being selfish. Nightmare is the true eternal. Why are you so in love with death? You are being selfish.
Our damage is super good though. Also, there's like a thing that follows you the whole time. It doesn't do much damage, but again, it adds up if you stand in it for too long. Oh, we could probably get an upgrade on some boots. For sure. Because right now we don't really have that much into armor. They spell armor with a U in PoE, by the way. So if you're like looking armor. But there is a lot of armor nodes that we can eventually grab. There's a lot of nodes that are all really good here as well. This is a 10% attack speed. I'm going to get this as well as all of these nodes later for the attack speed. Except for this one, because this for some reason this one's 3%, but the rest are 5. This is I guess 3 too. But yeah, we're not going to get rid of that one because it's 3%. But just so the game feels better after this, we're still going to go towards we can go towards Mace, or we'll see if we get a good staff for Mace, whatever happens to be the better one as far as an upgrade goes. And all the NPCs want to talk to us. And then now we actually get our first golem over here. And the golem is actually pretty cool because the golem can give you lots of different stats. So you get to pick one golem. You're only allowed one golem unless you have like increased golems, which is a thing that you can get. So we can get there's really no point of multi-strike on this. This we want to hit once and hit really hard. Multi-strike is a pretty cool skill though, but basically it makes this skill hit 2 more times, but it also makes it do less damage. So there's like a trade-off with it. Area effect is kind of cool. I mean, we can make our AoE even bigger, and that technically gives us more damage. There's not really a really good thing to grab over here for our build, but I mean, we can level up this gem, and then for like low tier content, we can like one-shot things even harder. I guess we can get increased area effect, so we have that on that. But the thing that matters is the golem. So you can choose whatever golem you want. I would say, like, what is kind of nice, though, is the Ice Golem, because it gives us accuracy, which we actually kind of need right now. And then also, what's really good is the Stone Golem, because it gives you crazy amounts of life regen. Like, actually crazy. Like, 45 life per second is a huge amount. It also gives you 20% increased defenses. But Ice Golem will be good for us, because we want to go into crit right now. And we're going to go put the Ice Golem in over here, and the Ice Golem can die, but I'll show you that once once we go outside over here, because this is where we exit. Now we also want to put the Golem somewhere where we can resummon it, because he's going to die actually quite frequently. But you can see in the top left his HP. He will die actually pretty frequently. Pretty much it's through the campaign we'll be okay. Like, he won't die like super often, but he will give us extra crit. And like right now our crit is 47. Now we're at 60, so we should get an extra like, we're probably at like 70-ish% crit if the target is at full HP. Yeah, I can't wait to get those boots. And I'll show you guys those boots what I'm talking about very soon. We got another skill point. Let's go put that thing in. I'm curious to see what's our thing looking like for the accuracy. So we are at, trying to say, oh, we're at 96. Wait, yes, 98. So this should be the last thing that we need here, and that's going to again give us way more crit. Oh, whoa. That guy was a nice loot goblin. Oh, we can also get, gloves can actually give you crit as well. Oh, hold on, what is she offering us? Shield hindered, a bronze jewel cache. I mean, we still haven't gotten a good jewel. I mean, the boots are kind of nice too, but I'm going to go for the jewel one. Because, like I said, I could buy a jewel, but right now, that That belt is what I got on my mind. That belt's going to be super good. The belt, and then also those boots that give us those extra power charges. So what it's able to give us is a max power charge. It's a chance, but like it's still worth it. Wait, what? I thought this was supposed to give us. Here's the jewel cache. Is there only one? Contains an additional Jin cache. A bronze Jin cache. So let's see if there's any more caches or anything else. Okay. I didn't expect to get something good every single time, but that did give us a jewel. Let's see what it does. Increase armor. What we're ideally looking for is HP and like something that gives us damage. Jewels are actually one of the most underrated things in Path of Exile, because people don't really like searching for a good jewel, because good jewels are very expensive, and it's very tedious to look for a jewel that has, let's say, increased attack speed, and then we get increased damage with, let's say, staves or scepters, and then we can also get maximum life. So you can get like three or four really good stats. Ideally, you get 4 and then corrupt it and basically get 5 stats on a jewel. But it's really hard to get a really good jewel, and the really good jewels are very expensive. Unless it's non-meta, then it's like free. But if you want any jewel with HP, usually it's going to cost a couple Chaos Orbs. But a couple Chaos Orbs will be nothing towards the end of the game. It's just right now that's going to be low. Ooh, we have 70 right there. Oh, so we're at like almost 80 crit. We have power charges here. But like I said, I want to try to get to max power charges. And we're going to have to quality up our gems as well. So ideally... also, once you're in the ascent over here, this is where we get to the next act. We have to actually go through this portal, and then this portal leads us to the slave pens, then we got to get to the boss. Hello, Daniel. We are playing soft card. Let me see how many deaths we've had. So we have died 0 times. If you type in /deaths, you can see your deaths. So we could have been on hardcore this whole time, and it'd be fine. We had a couple close calls, but that's kind of normal with like Doedry. Shav can do a decent amount of damage if you sit in overlap, but we haven't died at all. And like, you know, sometimes I may die in the campaign. It's no big deal if you die. It's only a big deal if you die towards the end game consistently, because then getting past level 90 is unachievable. So the penalty, by the way, for dying in Path of Exile, early on, it like does not matter. You lose some XP, but that does not matter. But once you're level 90 plus, you really don't want to be dying too often. And the reason why is it could take you like several hours to gain like, you know, 20-30% XP. I mean several hours to gain 10%, and when you die once, it's 10%. Now you can gain these items to give you less XP penalty for dying, but they're super expensive. So yeah, you really don't want to be dying in this game when you're level 90 plus. If you see any of these rings, by the way, stay inside of them if you're playing melee. If you're playing range, you just stay on the outside. Or you can go to the inside, but then he's going to hit you, and you know, you're not supposed to really be tanking as a ranged character. This is a great skill. Like, it's really feeling smooth now that we are one-shotting. Once we like went crit, oh man, it's great. It's like I attack once and everything's dead. We wouldn't even have 100% crit yet, but we're close. As long as they're 4 HP, it's like 80%. But our chance to gain a power charge is like, what is our power charge? Because this matters a decent amount. We're at 43. If we get quality, we can get it up to like another 10%. So we have a 50% chance on crit. So on an 80% chance, we have a 45% chance to gain one. But again, we'll eventually have 100% crit. And 100% crit is really easily achievable. But then our power charge on crit is about a 50-ish% chance, maybe 60% chance. But we'll also have a 25% chance to gain max power chargers, which for our build, it'll probably cap out at about 5 power charges. So that should be enough to where like we're pretty much 100% uptime. And then once we're at 100% uptime of the power chargers, then we always hit for fat DPS. So it's about like a 30-ish% chance. Rarity, I don't really care about that. Exile Mirage. Silver Jewel Cache. Okay. Silver Jewel Cache should be better than the bronze, right? We'll see what it's dropping. But don't think you have to automatically equip a jewel with whatever it gives you. You can add exalted orbs to them and make them even better. We're looking for specifically a silver jewel cache. Silver jewel cache. So I was always in with the impression that these would drop the silver cache once we kill them. Oh, okay. Oh, so it does. Oh, at least in this case it did. Oh, that one was pretty mid. Oh, it's a gold one. Oh. I was thinking, oh, there's a bronze. Maybe it just happened to drop gold. Oh, there's another silver one. Oh. That's a lot of VFX. Jesus, that's... Sometimes I look at these things. Don't get me wrong, I like this game, but like I just look at some of these things where it shows that much VFX. I'm like, did you guys like test out like the monster that has these, like, you know, like, I get it, you want to make the game hard, but you throw too many mods. It's not even that, like, you know, it's too hard. It's like, I couldn't even see. There's like lightning and it's just like it's too much. But this is a thing that happens in almost every action RPG. The one game that actually did it pretty well, though, I have to admit, is Diablo 3. The reason why is that game is so vibrant. If there's like a effect, it's usually pretty visually like clear. Alright, so we have a lot of these jewels. Let's see if we finally got a good one. So we have damage over time, we have ignite now, critical strike multiplier. Okay, we got lightning res, we got melee critical strike multiplier works, and lightning resistance. Now, this one also has increased damage with claws, dual wield, because you can run claws and dual wield and have crit. Like, these are 3 stats that are 100% usable. Now, like, you can see someone trying to sell something similar for 4 chaos. I might be able to sell this for a couple chaos orbs, or even, like this guy saw, there's not really that many in the same category. So if someone's playing like a dual claw build, we can maybe sell that for 2 chaos orbs, because we can sell it for less than what's available. Now, you don't always feel like you have to sell things for cheaper than what exists, but it can be a way where, you know, if someone was to, like, let's say, list an item, right? I'm gonna go list this item for 2 chaos and see if it sells. Heck, even 1 chaos orb would be great for me right now, so we're gonna go ahead and do that with that jewel. And some leagues, like, if I don't know if Venom Gyre is still popular, but like certain leagues, things are worth less and more. Like right now, maybe things that work with Holy Hammer are going to be super popular. Because I know there's a lot of people that are playing Templar and playing this. I'm playing as Scion because I want to play, you know, I want to play the new class. First time trying PoE 2. Oh wait, PoE 1 you mean? Oh wait, you said Mist Weaver? Oh, Mist Weaver? Are you probably, do you mean Time Weaver? Unfortunately, that's like the one ascendancy like I haven't like tried. I don't know, I just looked at it and I was like, this is kind of bad. Other than for getting HP back, I feel like the class is very weak. But you know, sometimes it's all about finding a right build too.
Daddy. New subscriber Slay Daddy.
Yo, thank you so much.
Subscriber Slay Daddy.
I appreciate these subroonies, my
New
friend.
subscriber
Oh, shoot.
Slay Daddy. New subscriber
I think it's because
Slay
is it the gifted
New
subroonies?
subscriber Slay Daddy.
I've got like 1,000 tabs
New
open.
subscriber
Oh,
Slay Daddy.
I gotta thank the right person though.
New subscriber Slay
But let's
Daddy.
continue looking for the
New
exit.
subscriber Slay Daddy.
It might be
New subscriber Slay
everywhere.
Daddy.
Oh, it's Black Sparrow. Oh, it was destroying, giving out the.
New subscriber Slay Daddy.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Slay Daddy.
Starting the train.
Subscriber Slay Daddy. New subscriber Slay Daddy.
But over here we gotta kill this like elite. His name's
44
Overseer.
months and still no matching E-Ride Pro Senior
New
e-bike.
subscriber Slay Daddy. New subscriber Slay
All right, and now we are at the end. But yo, thank you so much again, Destroying, for the gifted Subaronies. Thank you so much, arigato, my friend, and Black Sparrow. Let me give you Katana Flipperino. Also, good sir. Thank you for the 44 months. Thank you so much, boys. I really appreciate it, my friends. But now we are finished. Act 4. So next up is Act 5, and then eventually what we're gonna do is get the next class ascendancy, and that one will be a big one because again, in the next class ascendancy, which we're going to get another 2 points. So we're going to get this. And then we can choose if we want to get this, which is like offensive stats. Well, these ones are more for spells. Like, we're going to get this for sure, because these have to do with spells, and we're going to do spells, because this has to do with like minions, spells, spell projectiles. So we're going to go down here. Now we can get a lot of different things. We can get frenzy charge on crits, so we can get maxed out frenzy charges. And there's another thing that you like, max frenzy charges are equal to your max power charges or something like that. And we might be able to do something cool with this build, because we can get Terminus S as well. I don't know what the Thirst for Blood is, so we might look up what that is, because that might be new. This one we're not using projectile, so we won't use that one. Recover 5% of life on kill is pretty cool. Melee strikes deal splash damage to surrounding targets. I wonder if it like activates again, and this already does splash damage, but I'm wondering if it does it again. But destroying kill is kind of cool, but I think the thing that we're going to get, like the only thing that's like usable that I can see off the top of my head is 10% movement speed is pretty mid, but frenzy charge on crit, which just means we can have infinite frenzy charges, well, at all times, and we don't really expend our charges, so that'll be kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, we'll talk more about this later. The only thing that's important is we get Brass Dome, which gives us crazy survivability again, doubling our armor. We take no damage from crits. Oh, well, extra damage from crits. Like, it's a pretty big thing to get. That normally costs so many points. It's like 10 points to get, like, crit immunity in the game, because there's, like, stuff where, like, 30% reduced damage from the crits, but, like, you have to get so much of the, like, reduced damage from crits for it to matter. But that is, like, something that we will just get, and we get double of our, what is it, body armor, and then also, we can also run Brass Dome and get the Brass Dome, and then we get +8 if it's a perfect one, and then we have like crazy amounts, and then we can also get this over here, which gives us 1 maximum res, and then we can get another max res if all the things have it. And basically we're just going to take no damage. We're going to be ultimately tanky. It's going to be amazing. But GG's for this part. Wow, this part was 2 hours. But there was so much to talk about, man.